Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear guys, this is the first lecture of hydraulic engineering. In this lecture, we will try to understand some basic concept of hydraulic engineering. That what is hydraulic engineering, why we study hydraulic engineering and civil engineering, and what is the importance of hydraulic engineering. So hydraulic engineering is the branch of civil engineering, is basically concerned with the conveyance of fluid, especially water and sewage. Conveyance means that the flow of fluid from one place to another place. This is called conveyance. So there are two types of fluid. For example, water and sewage. Water in hydraulic engineering, water refer to clean water, and sewage the wastewater, water from washrooms and other wastewater. This is called in hydraulic engineering sewage. Okay, now we are moving forward toward the definition of hydraulic engineering. In hydraulic engineering, gravity is the motive force which causes movement of fluid. In hydraulic engineering, we are basically focused on the movement of fluid, mean the movement of fluid from one place to another place. So the motive force which causes the movement of fluid, so this is the gravity, mean gravitational force is the motive force which causes to flow of fluid. Okay, another thing is hydraulic engineering. Hydraulic engineering is basically studied to further design bridge, dam, canal, etc. Okay, now according to the person Arnold L, this is the name of scientist, hydraulic engineering is the application of fluid mechanics principle for problem dealing with the collection, storage, control, transport, use and measurement of water. Okay, and this subject we will studying about the collection of water, storage of water, control of water, transport of water and use of water and measurement of water. Measurement of water mean that the flow of water in different section, and analysis mean analysis designing of canal section. So these all are include in the measurement of water. Okay, hydraulic engineering is the branch of civil engineering in which we deal with the mechanical properties of fluid. Mechanical properties mean that the behavior of what is mechanics? The behavior of the material under various loaded, when they are subjected to loaded. So when when the liquid are pressurized, so in this condition, this is the study is called mechanical properties. Okay, there is actually no difference between the hydraulic engineering and fluid mechanics. These are two sides of one coin. Okay, now what is fluid mechanics? What is fluid? Fluid means that any substance which can flow is called fluid. And what is mechanics? Mechanics mean that the behavior of the material under various load. So in this situation, the material is fluid. So the study of fluid under the various load is called fluid mechanics. It may be in the form of channel, it may be in the form of open channel, closed channel, it may be in the form of river, etc. Okay, fluid mechanics basically provides the theoretical background and foundation for hydraulic engineering. So it means that fluid mechanics is the foundation of hydraulic engineering. If someone don't know about that what is fluid mechanics, so they cannot able to understand that what is hydraulic engineering, because hydraulic engineering is a theoretical background of fluid mechanics is basically provide the theoretical background to the hydraulic engineering. Okay, now we are coming toward the topics of hydraulic engineering. The first topic in hydraulic engineering is steady flow and unsteady flow. Mean that first of all we are started from the flow. So in first we studied that what is steady and unsteady flow. The flow in which depth of flow does not change with respect to time, called steady flow, and the flow in which depth of flow change with respect to time is called unsteady flow. So what does it mean? It means that when you are standing along the channel or any other section of water which through which the water is flowing, so when a certain at a specific point when the depth of water cannot change is called, when the depth of water does not change is called steady flow. When the depth of water change, so when the depth of water change, obviously or definitely change can occur in the discharge. Mean when depth of water is more, the discharge definitely will more. When the depth of water is less, so the discharge will less. Okay, suppose now I am coming toward the explanation of this topic. Suppose in a flowing channel at a specific or particular point A, flow depth of water is y and velocity is v. Now if at point A depth of water flowing does not change with respect to time is known as steady flow. In simple, in the form of equation we can say that dy divided by dt is equal to 0. dy का मतलब dy mean that depth of the channel section and dt mean with respect to time. So when this is equal to 0, then this is called steady flow. While unsteady flow, the depth of y, the depth of water y do change with respect to time. Mean dy divided by dt does not equal to 0. So this is called unsteady flow. Okay. So now we are coming toward the second topic. Second topic is laminar and turbulent flow. Laminar and turbulent flow, this concept we are already studied in fluid mechanics. In advanced fluid mechanics we are studied in detail. Laminar flow and turbulent flow basically depending upon the Reynolds number. Okay, now first of all I am coming toward the basic definition of laminar and turbulent flow. Laminar flow occur when the fluid flow is parallel and linear with no disruption between layer. At low velocity the fluid tend to flow without lateral mixing. Mean that when the fluid flow in straight direction, fluid molecule flow in straight direction does not or no disruption between the layer. Mean when fluid flow in straight path, molecule flow in straight path, no disruption between the molecule. So this is called laminar flow. The flow of a fluid in which each particle fluid flow in smooth path path which never interface with one another is called laminar flow. While turbulent flow is the opposite of laminar flow. It means disruption in molecule and internal mixing, zigzag motion of the molecule or particle in the fluid. So this is called turbulent flow. In laminar flow, velocity of fluid is constant at any point of fluid. Mean in laminar flow the velocity usually we use low velocity. Laminar flow is also known as streamline flow. Turbulent flow is opposite of the laminar flow. I have already discussed these things. Okay. The third topic is that uniform and non-uniform flow. Uniform flow is a flow of fluid in which flow depth does not change with horizontal distance. In non-uniform flow is the flow in which depth of flow change with respect to distance. Suppose in a flowing channel at a specific or particular point A, flow depth y and velocity v and horizontal distance is x. When the flow is which the depth y does not change with respect to horizontal distance is called uniform flow. In the equation form we can say that dy divided by dx is equal to 0, then this is called uniform flow. Dy mean that depth of water and dx mean that dx mean that horizontal distance, mean whether cannot change with respect to horizontal distance, then this is called uniform flow. Now we are coming toward non-uniform flow. While the flow in which flow depth y change with respect to horizontal distance, this is the opposite of uniform flow. dy divided by dx is equal to not equal to 0, then this is called non-uniform flow. Now we are coming toward the fourth one topic of hydraulic engineering. The fourth one topic is rapidly and gradually varied flow. Rapidly varied flow is the flow in which depth of flow change rapidly over a short distance and time is known as rapid flow. Mean that when the flow change occurrence is rapidly, then this is called rapidly varied flow. When flow due to hydraulic jump is called rapidly varied flow. But gradually varied flow is the flow in which depth of fluid change very slowly with respect to horizontal distance and time. Flow of water from reservoir behind a dam. So this is called gradually varied flow. Okay, we are now we this is the first lecture, this is the introductory lecture of hydraulic engineering. In second lecture we will discuss about that what is what is specific energy and critical depth. This is the numerical form, so we cannot explain in this type of video. So we can explain this manually because this is the equation form, so it is very difficult to understand in other form. So I am solving these equation manually. Okay, thank you.